Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Good day, excitable explorers. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Star Wars The Old Republic. It's episode number 11 of SWTOR. Thanks for tuning in. Last time out, we stopped Dr./Lord Tarnis and his attempt to get the planet prison up and running. We also bought ourselves a stronghold, a little apartment here at the galactic capital of Coruscant. Now, we are supposed to get off to the next mission, off to Race to the Ruins, off to... Well, that was the last one. We just kept it going, I guess. Yeah, we're supposed to get off to Ord Mantell for the next part of the story of Arnon Dawncrusher Jedi Knight. But we do have a few of these quests that we gotta clean up on the side, I feel like. Anybody else notice that door's closed? Where the hell am I supposed to... Oh wait, there's stairs down. I see it. Old Galactic Market, okay. I'll be alright. I was gonna say, we're coming back to the old Galactic Market, because we do have a few of the side quests that we want to pick up. The Crisis in Galactic City and Senator's Stolen Goods. Those are two side quests that we were looking to pick up earlier on. I think it was this Crisis in Galactic City. Was that the one that we got killed on? Because that was the one where we had to... Yeah, so it's Minister Imgo and Senator Kale. Unrest is a group called Migrant Merchants Guild. Yeah, I think that was one of the ones we were looking at earlier. And Senator Stolen Goods, I think that was one of the ones we had... No, that... Or was the other one, Crisis in Galactic City, the one that we were picked up the last time. Yeah, that was the one we picked up the last time, and this is the one we've had hanging for a while, because that was the one that had stolen chips, and we have to find them floating around in the area down here. Yeah. So we're that's a wall. That way. Yeah, so those are the ones that we've been wanting to pick up. I'll be alright. Yeah, because there's Captain Denelzon.
Get into the guild warehouse and find the chips. Bring them to me, and I'll destroy the whole shipment.
So we gotta figure out where that is. Oh, over here, Captain Winborn. Who's over here somewhere? Oh. Captain Winborn. Oh. Take an E, son.
Cut power to the whole blasted planet if you have to. We can't let those crazies take over the network.
Well, that seems a bit extreme.
Captain Winborn, Senator Kale said you need backup. What's the situation?
We're getting cut to pieces down here. We're not trained to fight an army of killers. These gangsters are smart, organized, clearly trained off-world. They'll kill thousands. Might even destroy the Senate Tower.
Well... that sounds extreme, doesn't it, Cap? I mean, the whole thing. I mean, we're not trained to fight killers. I mean, it's like, come on. What the hell were you trained for? Like, you weren't trained just to, like, oh, hi, wave at the people, stand here for pictures, all that crap. I'm moving left to right around my mouse. Not my mouse, my mic. And it's like, well, that's not going to change how you hear me. Oh, boy. No, great, it isn't.
The Senate Tower is nowhere near this sector.
Scum found themselves a way around that little detail. The gangsters brought slicers to access every network node in the sector. They're trying to take over the automated speeder flight paths. They'll cause thousands of mid-air collisions. It'll rain debris on the Senate Tower like a meteor storm. No telling how many will die.
Well, that's an interesting way of attacking the Senate. But these criminals think big, yeah, they sort of do. I mean, you have to give them points for originality. I don't think we've ever seen. It's like, we're used to super weapons, orbital bombardment, snub fighters, shit like that, and it's like, this is new.
These criminals have gone too far. I'm taking them down.
Best news I've heard all day, Master Jedi. The gangsters have armed patrols guarding the network access points. We need to push them back and manually lock down the terminals. Get enough terminals, and we might just pull this off. My men will back you up. Good luck in there.
Okay. So, that's, I don't want to say those are sort of similar. But they're sort of similar. Alright, let's take a look at... Yeah, so you've got... Oh, so the nodes are on here. Oh, no. So 2 of our nodes are here. Not letting me really look at those at the moment. Okay, get rid of my magnified cursor. Let's race to the ruins. Okay. Back to the magnified cursor, because I like my magnified cursor. So we'll find them sort of in this zone here, and then we gotta go northish to find the stolen ships. Alright, we'll be fine. Now we can call in companions if we need it. I think that we may want to consider calling in T7, because my boy T7, he's a pretty sharp hand. Now, Lena Juna, oh, legendary commando, excuse me. Gonna let me run point on this one, kiddo? Oh, there's a guild shooter here that's also messing things up. We got the bonus objective for getting the guild forces. Where's companions on here? I've decided already that I want to get my companions back. Oh, was Control G? No. Shift G. Where the hell was active G? Just G. No. P. There. Was that where it was? Proficiency. Come on. Got all these new abilities, so just gotta see a trainer for them. Right? Where was it? That we just saw it the other day, right? Companions, that was it. So we can put in a quick call. There's my boy. T7's here. We're about to whip some serious ass. Emphasis on ass. Alright, we'll be fine. Oh, look, it's a binary load lift. Wait, I made that joke a couple episodes ago, didn't I? He wasn't doing so hot, but we'll take care of him. That's my boy, T7. He's here. Said something about a public flag. That went a little faster than I was expecting because it suddenly switched to green. But I kind of wonder if it was like, I kind of wonder if that wouldn't have been like something for the strongholds. We could transfer it to stronghold inventory. That'll be fine. So now we gotta figure out an identity chip. Oh, guild lifter droid. So yeah, there's... Oh, no, we gotta go a little farther in. Yeah, we might have to go a little farther in to find where we're looking for the, That's fine. Oh, that lifter came in out of nowhere. We'll hit him with the 7. He's down. Well, we'll certainly clean up this mess first. Speech cylinder, which I think is something to just cash in very quickly. Dive in on the shooter. Dive in on this shooter. Oi, 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 that's my boy. We'll bop him on the back. I was gonna say T7 be able to figure it out himself, but maybe not. So now, Alright, so we go up. And no, this is where there was a... Oh. Might have to curl around here? Up to here? This might be where our first terminal is. Oh, of course I dive in on the one with the, Oh, I should know what that thing is. Off the top of my head, because that was in the, Mos Eisley Cantina. What can I say? I pride myself on my Star Wars knowledge. It's just not always there at my beck and call when I want it to be. Take down the Taskmaster. Oh, and he's dropped a green for us. A Dubrian lizard egg, which T7 will be quite thrilled with. He will be chuffed. Oh, I was going to say, are they going to be bothered with us? Nope. But eventually they are. We will try. Let's take this last fella down. Mission Stage 1 Crisis Control. So what's this? What's the next one? We have to defeat Guild Enforcers. That's your next bonus. Ah, okay. Oh. There's our first secure access node. So we gotta look for... keep an eye out for things like that. Kinda like that, but not quite that one specific. One like that. Yep, that's another one. So we'll be able to... Oh, I guess we could take him down as well. It doesn't say... No, it just says foot soldier. It doesn't give an identification on them. Disappointing. That's 2 access nodes down. Now, I just wonder, we cleaned this area out. Now, there was multiple areas, right? So there was that there. So there could be a third one there, but we might have to go looking in this area here as well. I just want to see if there's something up here. And yes, there is. We could clean this up real fast and move on with life. So we got that. We just have to return to Windborn. Axintanak. A Datacron? What is that? You've located a Datacron, an ancient technology once used by the Infinite Empire that can improve your natural attributes. The Datacron was once created for a singular purpose, to improve presence attributes. This one is still active. It will improve your presence attribute. Once used, will no longer be able to access the power. Presence +2. You feel the increased power coursing through your body. Perhaps there are more to be found. Now that is a new one that we've not found before. Galactic History 08 Hyperspace Cannons. This Datacron holds unheard of power and knowledge collected by an ancient race. You access its power and discover the writings, which are clearly only one small piece of a massive galactic history. Early space fights were conducted with sleeper ships. Their crews is preserved by suspended animation over the long journey to other worlds. But these journeys were incredibly slow. I'm guessing no faster than light travel. Remembering the efficient hyperdrive technology of the Infinite Empire, the most brilliant scientists of the galaxy began to study what remained of those machines. Despite the claims of Tyrion, the Droll scientist who centuries before said that nothing could travel faster than the speed of light. Ah, there we go. Eventually this led to the development of a hyperspace cannon. These cannons allowed a ship to be propelled into hyperspace though a second cannon is required for the ship to return to its origin point. Now, BioWare also made Mass Effect, and this sounds very much... And Drew Karpyshyn, who also wrote the Bane trilogy, which I'm very fond of, also wrote Mass Effect. He wrote this and Mass Effect. And so it sounds like... This sounds like mass relays for Mass Effect, just a little faster than light cannon. It was more like a faster than light slingshot was a mass relay, and it would have to catch you at the other side. Soft hands for Mighty Ducks, right? But, yeah, so that's sort of interesting. We got that. Oh, guild shooter. No enforcers. No enforcers. I'm only looking for enforcers. I will fight an enforcer. So, yeah, no, that's... Quiet, you. Almost down. There, that's one. Oh, so, no, that's a little bit of lore. As opposed to, like, you know, like I said, some of the, thank you. Yeah, as opposed to, you know, just faster than light travel. It's like a faster than light pew. I was expecting hyperspace canon, like, fans of the sequel, easy for me to say, fans of the sequel trilogy, feel free to mute me for about, like, 30 seconds, but according to the novelization of The Force Awakens, that was a hyperspace canon, like a faster than light canon, was basically what Starkiller Base was supposed to be. It was supposed to be less of a, you know, Death Star copy, and supposed to fire off something that resembled, like, you know, faster than light missiles containing the power of, or torpedoes containing the power of from the sun. Oh, I guess we're going... No? Okay. Guild enforcers are in the neighborhood. Alright, but no, we're going this way. We're going south. So yeah, something like that, right? So it's just interesting to see, sort of. I thought it was kind of going in that direction. With a faster-than-light cannon, rather than a faster-than-light laser. Yeah, when you say it that way, it doesn't sound so great, does it? Now, what's this? Oh, there's one of our stolen goods. Slave collar chips. Gunman, gunman, gunman. So now we gotta find gunman, gunman, gunman. Alright, so we gotta find... Oh, there's another one. So they're sort of littered around the area. I don't want to spend all the time just waiting for them to respawn, so we're gonna keep circling around. Oh! Alright, you gotta actually take it. You gots to actually take it. I think we might not be the only one on this quest, because that one's open. That one's been opened. No, that's not one of them. Sorry. Okay, because I opened one, so we're gonna have to keep our eyes open in the neighborhood just to see what we can find. Does this look like something to you? Oh, data station. It could be, but it isn't something. Oh, I've kind of gone off the beaten track here. Guild underboss. Oh, we found the Migrant Merchants Guild's headquarters. Yeah, I'm not in the neighborhood. Sorry, boys. Let me go back this way. Now, at least they let me out without intruding on their space. Trespassing, apparently, not a huge deal here on Coruscant when you're dealing with, you know, I was gonna say undesirables, underbosses, maybe. Let's see. Oh. A little tougher than the average bear. Well, okay, they were. Well, you didn't last long. Oh, I saw the blue light. No, I guess it's sort of more of a tealish. Blue's just easier. I know I said I didn't want to just keep cycling around getting the same ones. But it's there. I'm so used to diving in first thing, right? I'm standing next to him and I'm pushing 3, wondering, well, why isn't that doing anything? Because you've already exhausted that. Security droids. We'll dive him in from behind. Hi. Sorry, it should be... Hello there! Not sure which one of us gets credit for that kill, but team effort. Team effort. Okay, fine. Oh, hang on. We'll take care of him and then we'll get rid of the Duros fellas. Duros, we see quite often. Hanging out with, the scum class here. Come back through here and it feels like it's another new... No, not another new area. Oh, they've all engaged. Oh, this would be another one of those things. They are in the neighborhood. So they're sort of all over the place. We just gotta find them. So, yeah, no, well... Maybe I should have claimed Maybe I should have claimed some territory for myself. Alright. Do you think I can make that jump, T7? Hang on. Give me a second, T7. I think I can make that jump. Whoop. I'm trying to boost my way up to here. There we go. No, can't make that jump. That's a shame. I thought I could make that jump. It's a MMORPG, Steve. It's not a... It's a MMORPG. It's not like it's not Jedi Knight or Jedi Outcast or any of that, right? Which reminds me, depending on how fast I get this video up, this may be coming just before or immediately after my review of Jedi Outcast. I wanted to do that after finishing up Jedi Knight, which I just did recently on the channel. So we'll get and all this Star Wars stuff happening around these parts. So if you're a fan of Star Wars, don't be afraid to subscribe, because there's always going to be something Star Wars in the neighborhood. Even if it isn't being LP right at the moment, it's not too far away. Because after, because we've got this going, and then we will have, at some point in the not too distant future, okay, T7 got him. Not too distant future, Mysteries of the Sith, also part of Jedi Knight, Dark Force 2. And that's 4 of 7. Is there another one of those around here? That'd be something around here. Yeah, there's yeah, those two coming along, and this I was gonna say the other one, and like there's lots of other Star Wars stuff that has been happening as well. For example, KOTOR 2, Dark Forces 1, Shadows of the Empire, Racer. I want to play Racer Revenge at some point in the not too distant future as well. What else? I want to do a video about... Oh, I thought he pulled his weapon on me. I want to do a video about Jedi Academy as well. Captain Wedge Lago, a gunslinger. Wedge, a good Corellian name. Let's take on the muscle. How's that going for you, my Iridonian friend? Not well, it would seem. Such a shame. Dancer's Quarter. I'm just going all over the place. Alright. We found the club. Hi. Overworked server droid. He is not looking well. Yeah, definitely BioWare game. Oh, missed that. My bad. Alrighty then. No, that's Oh, there's one. We can get that. That'll be 6. Gotta get right up on top of it. Slate colored chips. One last one. Yep, there's 7. So we'll be able to cash in both these quests. Thank you. Turns you Senator Barc or Captain Denelson. And quite frankly, if memory serves, granted it's not... Oh, it's been a while. Oh, that's not... How did I... What the hell did I do there? What did I do? What did I do, game? Hangar overview. Learn the major feature. Galactic Starfighter hangar. I mean, I like the idea. I like the idea because I spent many an hour growing up playing TIE Fighter. Unfortunately, my joystick has a parallel port, and I don't have a parallel to USB thing with me. I've got to buy one, right? Just so that way I can rock the old joystick, and it's like... Anyway, I'd love to play X-Wing. Now, there's a game I never played. I played TIE Fighter. I never played X-Wing or X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. I'd love to play that at some point, too. But anyway, yeah, it's broken up to several easy-to-navigate elements. I'll be the decider of that. Account info and requisition. Currency of Galactic Starfighter info can be found along the top of the hangar. Tabs. Just below this, you'll find tabs that provide easy access to every section of the hangar, and panes. Each tab is broken up into separate panes, allow you to make selections, observe changes, and access details about your ships and their various components. Tabs, starting with ships and moving all the way through launch tabs, will the tabs at the top of the hangar will help you through the process of readying a ship. Each tab represents another aspect of your ship's loadout. Click on the tabs to individually access their content. And panes, the panes of each tab in the content hangar browser are panes. Sort of kind of like this, I guess. Left pane will allow you to select various options. Center will display the choices you've made and how they affect your ship. And right pane will contain details about your ship, selected component, cosmetics, or crew member. This is also where you can manage component upgrades and paint jobs. You know, the Empire, be it Sith, or Imperial, or First Order, they find a design motif that works for them, and they stick with it. I mean, I can't say anything, like, you know, airplane design seems to sort of, you know, it's kind of like, you know, like I use airplane as the equivalent. I mean, for a good reason. Airplane design's kind of stagnated. I mean, it's an airplane, it's an airplane, it's an airplane. And eventually we're going to make that quantum leap forward again with air travel, but not today. If the lights on the satellite are... Oh, sorry. Battle type domination. Learn about domination. Battle type for Galactic. If the lights on the satellite are red, then it is controlled by the enemy team. Taking control of the satellites is the best way to score during the domination game mode, and defeating nearby enemies is the first step in this process. Oh, so it's like a point capture type thing, then. Also, the defense turrets near the captured defense. Okay. Stay close, keep enemies away. If the lights on a satellite are white, it's neutral. Whichever team approaches it first can try to capture it as long as there are no enemies within the capture radius of the satellite. It can be taken over for your team. If an enemy comes near, however, that process will halt. As you capture a satellite, you'll see its lights change color when all lights are green. Satellites have been captured for your team. When your team controls a satellite, the lights are green. Capture satellites generate points for your team. Over time, defense turrets will also appear, up to 3 in total. If there are enemies within the satellite's radius, however, no new turrets will appear. In addition to generating points for your team, owning a satellite would create a new respawn location nearby to help you defend. So it's, you know, your standard, like, you know, any shooter has that sort of stuff, right? Welcome to the guy. Take your battle to space PvP dogfighting adventures as you fight for your faction. And the other one wasn't? The struggle between Empire and Republic is escalating and extend to space. The call for pilots resounds across the galaxy. Choose your side and take your battle to space. Jump in and choose your side as you join intense 12v12 battles with your allies in new battle zone set in space. Choose one of 3 unique gameplay roles as you take on PvP challenges. Test your skills in the battle with Scout, Strike Fighter, or Gunship. Discover 14 ships. Customize your ship with paint jobs, components, blaster/engine killers, and more. Bring your companions from the ground game with you in space and leverage their unique abilities to your advantage. Earn new companions as you progress to build your crew. And Team Deathmatch. Well, it's a team deathmatch. So, these are the various abilities. Engine overcharge purple, weapon overcharge yellow, shield overcharge blue, and damage overcharge red. Defeat the enemies. Ensure the enemy team reaches a score limit, or your team reaches a score limit before the other enemy or time runs out. Points in Team Deathmatch are gained one way only, defeating enemy starfighters. Thank you. I was looking for, like, a quest log. Log. There we go. So I could just get the refresher on. Oh. Assholes. Interrupting my reading, damn it. T7 got him. T7 had him, that was fine. That was fancy. Vanguard. Looks like it might be a trooper class. Definitely not a Jedi with that shit. Yeah, where was I?
Report your ailments.
I mean, since I'm here, can I sell my junk? Thanks.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Yeah, no problem. Where's Ace? Not Captain Windborn, but the stolen goods. Deliver the chips to Senator Barc for questionable purposes or give them to Den Elzon so he can dispose of them. And I feel like Den Elzon is the correct choice there. Nothing seems sketchier than a guy that wants stuff for nefarious purposes, especially... They shouldn't have aggravated the droid better. T7 is the type of guy you wouldn't like when you're angry. A lot of guys running around with T-droids. Why is that guy dressed up as Han Solo? Oh, hang on. There we go. Now we'll dive in on him. You got a flamethrower. I gotta get me one of those. I wouldn't try that. I told you not to try that. Shooters, shooters, shooters. Let's see if somebody's... Oh, no, they're engaged over there. Let's say we just turned the corner and walked right into them. Woo! That looked nice. Oh, and he's dead. Not a lot of the Enforcer guys lying around, is there? Oh, there's more of them? Where'd they come from? Hang on. Got him, and we're gonna get this one as well. We're just gonna take out the entire, we're gonna take out all these bastards ourselves. We're not trained for this stuff. Hang on, let me and my Astro Droid handle the entirety of this gang single-handed, well, single-handedly-ish. Right? Why these guys got things floating above them? We'll just chat.
My men can't believe you took on all those gangsters and lived. You're a blasted hero, you know that? With the network terminals locked down, the speeder traffic is secure. Now, all that's left is pushing out those gangsters for good.
There was some kind of encrypted message on the network. Looks like a recording.
Let me see that. It's an old Migrant Merchants Guild code. I think I can decrypt it. Here we go.
You accepted our friendship, Senator Kale, and credits. It's time you paid us back. All we want are the housing projects you promised our people now.
Your people will have to wait their turn like everyone else. I owe you nothing. If you continue pushing me, I'll destroy you all.
Well, that figures.
Should have known Senator Kale was too good to be true. She's an even bigger crook than I thought.
Doesn't make sense. There's gotta be an explanation.
Your extortion attempt has failed. My people are pushing back your little army as we speak. It's over.
Nobody breaks a deal with us, Senator. We'll have what we want one way or another.
This is way above my pay grade. I'm not destroying the reputation of Coruscant's most popular politician. Take the recording. I don't want it.
Hang on a second. Do you think I want to deal with this shit?
When you wear that uniform, you're upholding the Republic's ideals. Freedom, integrity, and honesty.
There's nobody more qualified to handle this than you, Jedi. I know you'll find the truth. Senator Kale has done great things for Coruscant. She's a good woman. Give her a chance. My men and I will stay down here. You should go back to the Senate Tower.
So wait a minute. Just because she's done some things you like, that means she gets a pass on collaborating with crooks, a gang. That's not how this works. Just because you've done some good does not wash away all the illegal shit that she is apparently up to. I agree, buddy. It doesn't seem like it's above board. Hey, I got your shit for you.
Look what the Wampa dragged in. I was beginning to wonder if I'd see you again. Did you get the shipment of slave collar chips?
I'm surprised that's new. Well, it's not really dark side until you hand it over to the other guy. But yeah.
Take these chips and destroy them, Captain.
Oh, I will. Senator Barc will be disappointed, but the law is the law, even for senators. I know he probably offered more, but I can at least give you the standard rate for your work.
I'm just glad we found them before Senator Barc did.
I'm with you on that. To be honest, I can't think of a more detestable technology. I've got a lot of data work to do now. We don't want the Senator finding any fault with the way this was handled, but you've got my thanks.
Now, the captain I agree with. Just because you're a senator doesn't mean that you're above the law. So, a requisition pummeler's package and a requisition bulwarks package. Binds on pickup implant, binds on pickup implant. I don't think we got either of these sorts of things. So it's a matter of... Yeah, it's. I think we've kind of gone over the sort of thing. Like the bulwark is more of the tank, and the pummeler is more DPS. So we'll go DPS. We just boop, and there she goes. And so we've got vibro sword that goes yeah. Bulwark shield, light ripper requires blaster rifle. Oh, it's a mod sort of thing? Yeah. Lizard egg, a camping set, hut data library. That goes straight to the can't open those apparently. Cartel market item stash? Oh, okay, that's the thing that we were looking at there. I'll read this I'll read this when I'm doing the edit. Oh, is that there's a flag somewhere that we picked up. Maybe that was it. Thought it was something else. Maybe it was oh, planetary flag. Okay. Public memorabilia. Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. So now we gotta return to Minister Imgo. Which means... yeah, okay, we gotta go that way. Alright. Not this right, but the next. Interesting little wheel there. Whatever keeps you upright and propelled forward. T7. Now I was thinking of taking the do I have any mail? I don't think so, but we'll just it's just I won't say any anyway, no. Okay. Just thought I'd check. You never know, right? No, I mean you do because it'll tell you somewhere, right?
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
We'll take this back just in case we have to pop somewhere else with the quick travel. But, you know. Oh, there's the just flying over the fight again. As one does. This is still broken. I mean, you could still hover over it and see where your experience is, but that's just... that's just of all the things to break in an update, right? It's just so little and inconsequential. It's like, how is that the thing that breaks? I should say, how is that the thing that breaks? Because it broke screen capture in OBS. Actually, it broke screen and game capture until you do, I just wanted the, Senate music to play. No, it broke everything until you run OBS in admin mode, which is weird. But I think I mentioned that in the last time I recorded. Trying to think what has happened. I know what's happened since the last time I recorded, and I want to talk about. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yes, I am. We want to go north. It's the first episode I've recorded in a post-resistance world. I mean, I don't mean like post sequel trilogy. I mean like post Resistance cartoon. So, kind of went out with a bit of a whimper. There was potential in the series because they kind of build it as like the rise of the First Order. And I mean, it really wasn't that. I mean, when it was looking at like the First Order, it was kind of interesting. It didn't quite live up to its potential. There were some fun characters on there.
I've got good suppliers. Only the best sold here.
There are some good characters and some good moments.
Feel free to browse.
But you could kind of tell how much of an afterthought it is when the Mandalorian gets the... here's the little bit that ties in, little bit that ties into part of the Rise of Skywalker. Like, Rebels used to have... like, Rebels would have bits in its series where it would tie in and kind of cue you into something that happens in the movies. Like, Rebels had, like, you know, they fuel was something that would come up on Rebels, right? And people say, like, oh, well, fuel's never been in Star Wars until The Last Jedi. Well, if you watched Rebels, yeah. We talked about that a lot. Or, you know, Saw Gerrera turns up on Rebels before he turns up in Rogue One, just to remind you he's a thing. Little things like that, right? So there's a bit in the Rise of Skywalker that ties into a bit in the Mandalorian, and it's like they gave it to the Mandalorian, not the Resistance. So they kind of like, it's even Disney didn't care about the Resistance. And I mean, here's a story that, you know, we're all past that in the movies. And it's like it's not really tying into the show's not really tying back to the movies at all anyway. So it's just kind of hard for it was in a bad spot. It got 2 seasons. Cut it short because the Resistance versus First Order story was done in the movie. So it was like, we're hastily wrapping up this story, and I don't think Disney ever really gave it much of a chance. It had potential, but it was just so, okay, we're dealing with racing, but it's also about the Resistance versus the First Order, but not really. And it's just like, they could have done it. Like, they could have done a better job. I saw there was some speculation that there was going to be that there could be a Black Squadron, which is Poe's Squadron, sort of a Black Squadron animated series as well. And I think that's just kind of, that's it, speculation. I don't think there's anything really to it. I think there's more smoke to the, to the rumor that there's going to be a what's it called? Rebels sequel series, which I'd be excited for, don't get me wrong. But anyway, yes, let's talk to Minister Imog here. Oh, lovely to see you again. Any friend of Senator Kale is a friend of mine. Friend's a relative term, boss?
That will be all, Minister. Dismissed. Captain Winborn contacted me. You thwarted an attack that would have killed thousands. You have my gratitude. Unfortunately, you also have a holo recording I would like destroyed. Its contents will only cause harm.
Well, that's a relative term.
You committed a crime, Senator. Do you really expect to get away with it?
There's so much you don't understand about the situation. The Jedi Order left us to rebuild Coruscant alone. My opponent in the elections was a vile man. Lazy, stupid, and corrupt. He wasn't interested in building, only taking. I had to win. But I didn't possess as much wealth as he did. When those gangsters approached me, I accepted their donation. And I'd do it again.
It sounds like, hey, we're... You know what the nice thing is? And this is a problem... Okay, now I'm going to veer off of Star Wars and talk about Doctor Who. Because Doctor Who this season, or series if you're British, has been way too hitting the nail on the head with the lessons they're trying, Doctor Who's gonna get preachy. That's fine. I don't care. I'm a Star Trek fan. Star Trek is preachy. But, they do it through the lens of other alien worlds and other alien societies. They don't, take a giant mallet and smash you over the head with it. And Doctor Who this season has taken that and take that mallet and smashed you over the head with it. Now this is Citizens United. This is talking about buying influence in politics sort of thing, and how much power and money will buy you in politics, right? That's what it's trying to get at. And it's doing it in a way that isn't smashing you over the goddamned head. And I can appreciate that. I know it sounds like I'm getting political. I'm not talking about the politics of Citizens United, although... I mean, if it was up to me, there would be, if I was in power in Canada, the first thing I would change is I would lower the tax credit. Is it a credit or I'm an accountant? I should know it. I want to say it's a credit. The tax credit is better for donating to a political campaign than it is to donating to charity. And, seriously, flip-flop that. That's me getting political. I also put tighter regulations in on donations to political campaigns or political contributions, and just getting rid of all this limitless bullshit. But that's also that's me getting political. But anyway, yes. But this, I'm just trying to tie this into it's trying to teach you. It's trying to teach you about it without trying to bludgeon you to death with a sledgehammer of subtlety. So I didn't. So you have learned nothing. Why was wealth important? Are we really that naive? No, we aren't. You've learned nothing.
Do you hear yourself? After everything that's happened, you still won't admit to being wrong.
I'm not wrong. If you'd witnessed the suffering on this world, the poverty and despair, you'd know that. I stole from those criminals to rebuild Coruscant for its people. Set things right. I'll bring the Migrant Merchants Guild to justice. You hold the power to ensure my success. Let me finish healing this world, Please, destroy that recording.
This is actually a tough one. This is actually a tough one. I don't trust her. Is she better than the other guy? Probably. But it doesn't mean she's good. Better does not mean good, and that is something I will tell people all the time. It's just because something better is better doesn't mean it's good. Good is still good. Better just means it's improved. Doesn't mean we've gotten to a state where it's good. I don't trust her still.
If you really love the people of Coruscant, you'll admit what you've done. Let them decide whether or not to forgive you.
You think I'm dishonest? I'm just a realist. But there's no point arguing it with you. I won't force you to go public. I'll call an emergency meeting in the Senate. Tell them the truth. Let them decide.
Coruscant will be rebuilt with or without you. I promise to help finish what you've started.
Perhaps you should run for office. I'll see to it you're properly recognized for your heroism in the old galactic market. Farewell.
Alright, so we get some gloves for our trouble. So we've got the Gamorrean riveted gloves, and then we got these... Do I really want to lose the Mastery? Huh. Yeah, probably not. Let's just get the bulwark one, so I know that I have to. Oh, yeah, look at that, level up with level up influence T7. Oh, aren't allowed to chat with him. Shame. All right. You can just hop on over to, just over to here for, chat with a vendor. Master Tinbry, again.
Nice to see customers. Can I get you anything?
Where'd the gloves go? There the gloves went. Or is there something else that I wanted to sell? I want to say maybe, but maybe not.
Feel free to browse.
No, there wasn't anything else I want to... Oops. Alright, we're fine. Now, where are we trying to get to? We're trying to get to the race to the ruins, right. Head off in that general direction. Because next time out on SWTOR, we've got to catch a flight to Ord Mantell. Have I mentioned that I think that there's a bounty hunter problem on Ord Mantell? Part of me was wondering whether I should just let the music play, or if I should talk over it and use it for an outro. Is, living legend, legendary player. I was gonna say something about Revan. I was gonna say I wasn't reading fast enough. Something like Revan's conspiracy or something like that. I don't know. And they're trying to dissect all this stuff on screen, right? And you got this board here that looks like it's a giant volleyball net. Oh, you can brain yourself off of that. It's dangerous, that. Oh, we gotta keep going. Okay, that's me being a jackass. I'll admit to that. Okay. That's where we go next, Jedi Knight phase. Alright, that's where we're going to go through in the next episode of Star Wars The Old Republic. And when we do, we'll, I guess we're off to Ord Mantell. We have to use our ship's holo terminal, I guess call in our next destination, and get on our way. But until we see you again for more SWTOR, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media, follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on air, and that is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr. And don't forget, Chancellor Star Wars is our speciality. We've got playlists on the screen in the description down below, and more videos in each time on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.